clickbait's like figure drawing demo to your fat face plus loses man boob. It's pretty funny.
What?
Uh-oh. We're having a little bit of an issue with your stream. I don't know if you're lagging out or not. Saying, yeah, you're saying yours is loading. It might be. I wonder if it's my stream, though. Let me see, guys. How does
I'm moving on my screen.
You are?
Yeah.
It might. I'm wondering if it's my signal to yours. Tagging, is my stream okay tagging, or is, I don't know, or...
Wait, you're frozen on mine. You're frozen on mine, hang on.
Oh, I am? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whose stream it is, like, if my stream's... Oh, shit. You know what? Mine might have stopped because it's saying 50 seconds, so it was probably me. Let me check mine really quick. It says it's still streaming. Why did that happen? Huh. I wonder if my stream actually cut out. Doesn't make sense. I have it plugged in. It shouldn't have done that. And it says it's still streaming. Laura, I think it was my stream because my stream says the session is 1 minute and 40 seconds, essentially. So I think it was probably mine. Which doesn't make sense, but...
Okay, now. I mean, you're moving.
Yeah.
My
stream. It happened about 2 minutes ago. I think my stream must have cut out, so that was on me. But I have it plugged in, so there's nothing more I could have done with that. Yeah.
For today, Lewis.
I'm sorry. What was that?
How long are you going to stream today?
I don't know. Maybe. Shoot, what time is it right now? It is 2 o'clock. Maybe like another hour or so. I don't know. I'm not gonna kill myself today over this stuff. Just trying to get my head back in it. So. Oh, and last night because I streamed in the morning and then I had a meeting, and this is kind of funny. So like the meeting was out at the vineyard, the current Alexander Vineyard. So I got a commission for the spring to do, which was quite nice. I'm very glad about that. And I also have a potential painting to do a battle scene from World War II. It's quite interesting, actually. It's still, the details is still up in the air, but essentially it's for a reception area at the vineyard. And so the gentleman was telling me what he wanted. His wife was there, and his wife was rolling her eyes the whole time because what he wants is a battle scene, essentially an AK gun, which are those like those long barreled guns, right? That they would shoot down aircrafts and shoot down, parachuters and such in World War II. So the Germans would use those, shoot them down. They wanted a Norman stone barn, which is a particular type of stone barn. In Normandy, they have them. And with a glider about to crash into it because his wife's stepdad fought in World War II as a part of the 82nd Airborne. And so those guys would essentially fly in behind enemy lines and drop parachuters off, right, into enemy territory. And so the death rate was just through the roof with those guys. But so he did that and he survived the war. But I think the glider he came in on, which he had jumped out of it before, ended up crashing into a barn, killing the pilot, the co-pilot, right? So he wants that going down, about to crash into the barn. You have the Germans shooting the Aka guns up, and you see the parachuters in the background. He wants Saint Mara Iglesia, the Saint Mere, like M-E-R-E, church, which one of the parachuters actually got caught on the steeple of that church. And so they have stained glass windows of that today. So he wants that kind of in the background, and it's going to be a large painting. So if we do it, because there's still details to work out, there's still pricing and stuff, so I might not do it, but that's what he wants. But when I was there, his wife, it took a long time for her to get there, and at the meeting, which is 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
So I had to wait quite some time, and in the meantime, I helped him move these really heavy-ass planters. I mean, they were heavy because it had just rained, and they were like, full of water still. And it was so tiring. And I'm used to yard work. I was dying. I was so tired. I'm gonna change the music. Give me a second.
I mean, he's paying you, right?
Oh, definitely.
And does she have like a voice to say? Is it like, if my wife, I'll have to talk to my wife about it situation, or he's all, his commission, he has the only word?
He's respectful to what she says, but that is something that he's gonna say. Like, she's not gonna influence that one, but he wants a painting of the house that is on the land, okay? And wait a second here. He wants a painting of the house that is on the land. I'm gonna change something up. Put down some. Bring this up some. I don't know if that worked. Give me a second. Hopefully, Laura, you're not too loud with this. I'm gonna turn this up. Sorry, I'm fiddling with something really quick. Okay. And he had his wife come and say what view she wanted. So he has that's a separate project. So he always includes her with stuff like that, and we'll get her opinion and try to balance it out. But the war painting, that's something he's doing. So he's just ignoring what she has to say with that. But for me, it's funny because I see her rolling her eyes, and it's very typical. It's very it's really funny because the thing is that they're also elderly. They're both in their 80s, and so I guess it's really cute seeing that.
Them still together.
Yeah, they're really
all the time.
Yeah, they're both awesome people.
Mulder says that, hey, Angel. Hey, Tyler Star Productions is my good friend Angel. She always comes to my acrylic pouring workshops.
Oh, cool.
Very sweet lady.
Nice.
Calder says, Robert Valley made that episode. He has some good stuff on YouTube. Pear, Cider, and Cigarettes is autobiographical. Are you talking about the episode with Zima Blue, or the one with the astronauts? And Angel, I'm working on a home carnival mural. The carnival mural. Muriel. For my house. For my house. so that when you come and visit next time, there's fresh stuff for you to see. What are you doing today? The Zima Blue episode. Oh, I have to check his stuff out. Pear cider and cigarettes. Sounds good. Robert Valley.
It's
That's-
wrong. Shit.
Thinking of having you do something in my bathroom. Ooh. Cool. What are you thinking? Tuscan Villa at sunrise. Should have known that it's gonna
Oh.
involve sunrises. What? Ooh?
Yeah, sorry, I just made a mistake. Keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was trying to be. I was listening to you. I was just.
That's okay. No worries. Angel likes the color of sunrises and sunsets. Very cool.
Give me a second. Hey, Mom, what's up? Yeah. Good.
Where the sun kisses the night good morning.
Yeah, sure it is.
So romantic, Angel. I love your romantic views on life. Very refreshing.
Right. Right. Good. Right. Good. Good.
Finally, the sun is coming out. It's been raining for so long. Kinda drab. It's so muddy here. Ugh, such a muddy winter. Oh, thanks, Angel. Have a great weekend too. You're gonna join my Wednesday class. Woo! That's awesome. Uh, it's been a great winter of warm weather and no snow. Oh, maybe one day, Clara. One day we'll get together and paint. You're starting a pastel class. Cool. You're going to an art store to pick up supplies. Cool. I look forward to the course as well. It's gonna be interesting. I'm doing a new course this year. I just posted it, just published it yesterday, I think. And I have one that focuses on water with reflections and ripples and dewdrops and waves. It's gonna be fun. Louis, are you still teaching classes? Have we lost Louis? He's not there. I see myself moving at different speeds. It's hilarious. Yeah. I never show the receipt, Clara. Never show the receipt. Dangerous. Can't do that. Art supplies are a good reason to not have a joint bank account. I'm still here. He's like, what? What?
I am back. Sorry about that.
Oh, hey.
Hey. It's my mother.
What have you been doing?
Huh?
What have you been doing?
Well, Mom called, and so I talked to her and decided since she was talking, I'd just go to the bathroom. Oh.
Right, yeah.
All
And
good.
then,
All good.
Mute the microphone when you, so she doesn't hear the
Oh, wait.
sounds.
Speaking of which, I need to put mine back on because they didn't hear.
Oh,
There we go. There we go. We're good. All right.
art supplies sneak up on you, right? If I buy small things and end up being like $3. $3? So pastels are
They
expensive.
sneak up on. That was my month's rent, $3.
Right.
Yeah.
You sell your art so you can spend more money.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, as soon as I start selling my art, watch out, world.
You do sell your art.
I do. Not really paintings, but you know.
Well, your murals, yeah. That's how you do it, though.
You know, the thing is that if I would, I don't know, I've got this. Maybe I need to learn with somebody how to sell art. You know, I've got to hang up about selling art. I think that's my problem.
Well, it's tricky
I
because
don't-
it's like what type of art it is too depends on how it sells, and
Yeah.
it's a broad topic.
I think maybe, I don't know. The thing is with art is that I wouldn't price it so high necessarily, like the smaller pieces. I would say, you know, like a couple $100, maybe not even if it's like a small one. But, and I would sell it for even less if it only takes me a couple hours or so. But everything is so freaking expensive and I have to account for shipping. And I'd rather put it in the price rather than put it in the shipping, because then people don't want to pay for shipping. You know how it is, like psychologically, people would rather pay a more expensive item with less shipping than pay for a cheaper item with an expensive shipping.
Yeah.
Feels like your product is cheap and the shipping is a lot, but
Yeah.
when the product is expensive,
That's
then
a
it
good
must
point.
be cost more.
You are
right?
correct. Yeah.
Shipping is less, so it's a win-win.
Yeah.
So I
Just do that.
The
Just-
art.
Yeah. Just
of-
do that. I would just do that. Just
I need to take pictures of my stuff. You deserve them, Clara. I agree. You deserve art supplies.
Does she though? It's fun making fun of Clara. The thing is, Clara can take it, which is why.
Oh yeah. That's why she's fun.
No, no.
If she was offended, it wouldn't be fun.
She's incredibly helpful too with her advice. Like because she markets and she has that
Yeah.
brain.
Mhm. She's got the analytical brain and the artistic brain, which is rare to see.
But that's it. That's all she has.
She's got two brains, and that's not enough for you?
I have high standards. Very high standards.
It's good to have high standards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Needs to be lighter. That should be it.
Menke pastels. So good to have good art supplies. Oh, I love it. Are they like watercolor pastels or oil pastels? They're water, right? Laura, who went to school with a science degree and has an actual scientifically accurate skeleton and paints murals, teaches art for a living, is the biggest example I've seen of science and art. Well, I don't know. I've kind of forgotten a lot of anatomy, unfortunately. I wish I had remembered more. I would have to learn it all over again now. 15 pastels were $70? Wow. Chalk pastels, that's right. That's my friend Amanda, who teaches at the studio, whose studio I teach at. She works mainly in chalk pastels. The art that her students come up with is really amazing.
Oh yeah? Who is this?
Yeah. Amanda Layer.
Amanda Layer.
And I teach at her studio.
Oh cool. Really cool.
Yeah. And yeah, she does some really nice. I mean, you can achieve some of the art. You don't know whether it's oil or it looks like oil painting or acrylic painting. It looks really amazing.
Does it really?
It can.
Yeah.
With a skilled hand, it
Yeah.
definitely. And I think it's so much easier to work with than oil and acrylic.
Right.
It's so much easier. But on the other hand, I think it's a lot more like fragile,
Right.
because you could just smudge it, it smudges right off. You
Right.
have to clean it with. I mean, you can do the spray fixative and everything after each layer if you don't want them to blend. But then it's best if you display it with a glass frame so that it doesn't smudge and get destroyed. But
That makes sense.
you can really do some amazing things with that stuff.
It's gonna be warmer.
Uh,
Just complex brushwork that should not be so complex.
what's up, Stanley? You gotta go outside? No, you don't need to go outside. I'm painting, dude. Can't you see? I'm busy. I can't be going outside. No, I didn't say the O word. No, it's like, yeah, let's go.
Let's go outside. They take whatever words they want and ignore the rest.
Yeah.
Oops. Doesn't work.
I think I'll be here for another couple minutes, then I am gonna go.
Yeah, I'm not
also
going to
need
be on
go
much
out
longer.
and I need to go to the bathroom.
I got some stuff I got to do outside of this anyway, so. This is...
Yeah, Clara, you've got skills. You got skills. You've been digging watercolors for a long time, and colored pencils. You're doing really good. Like, ooh, I have not used colored pencils so long that I like them. I have not deciphered how to use colored pencils so that I can make a decent painting. They're difficult, I think, to do something good with them.
Colored
You
pencils.
really gotta. Hmm?
Colored pencils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
what.
always like colored pencils, but when
Yeah.
I see what other people like Clara and other artists do with them, I'm like, holy.
Well, that's
moly.
what Tagian is aiming for, is being a master color pencil artist in graphic design. That's, I think, where he's going with this ultimately. Let's see if he's watching. Let's see if he's watching. You can see him at home listening to Bach, drinking a glass of wine, listening to what I just said, and spitting the wine out.
Choking with
Sorry,
it.
my good name.
What?
He and
Did he reply?
No, not yet. He and Queldar have like the funniest personalities, I think.
I hate watercolored pencils. I used to do sketches with them, and they never came out. I mean, I think I was using crappy colored pencils, and I
Yeah.
think it's very like what you use plays a big role in how it's gonna come out.
Right.
I just never get them to blend and
Yeah.
to look good. And I
Right.
feel like you can't really go back with colored pencils. Well, once you put it down, you can't paint over it. You
Yeah.
can't change it a lot. It's very unforgiving, kind of like watercolors.
I was gonna say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
There's one watercolor artist on Instagram. I need to find her name, but she's like Chinese or something. I think she's really good. Clara, LOL, saying tagging would be master color pencil artist was the best way to piss both him and me off at the same time. Well done, Lewis. What makes for someone having a funny personality? Question mark. I double pissed her off. I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying you don't have a personality. But with them, what makes a funny personality? Intelligence, originality, and just being funny in general. All of which you don't have, Clara. I'm so good. That's such an asshole thing to do. Clara.
I think you know what, Clara. I think Lewis has really taken to you know reading and listening, watching that movie, How to Lose Friends and Alienate People, and really taken it to be his whole dedication, lifelong dedication.
Laura,
Right, Lewis?
I didn't need to watch that movie to apply that.
It comes innately.
Exactly. I don't have a personality? Question mark. No.
Actually, I think they might have based it off of you. Time of
That
time
works
was
for-
like, I wonder who we can get inspired for doing this movie. Ah, we know, Louis
Well,
Daddy.
the truth is that I always, like, Claire knows I'm just kidding, but I always try to get her to play games with me. She's a lot of fun to play with. Like, she thinks she sucks, and she does, but, like, it's fun playing. I'm just kidding.
She says that the big game changer for her with both color pencils and watercolor was learning which materials of those work. The paper has been everything. For
Yeah.
pencils, using toned paper was huge. I did like using toned paper a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It makes them glow, especially when you put that white over the top. Yeah, it's really nice.
Doesn't look right.
Big sigh.
Ah. Whew. Uh-oh, last stroke did not work.
It's mural. I kind of started with no actual plan and sketch and stuff, but just an idea and some reference photos. So, gonna develop every single time I'll come to the wall. I'll have to. Next time I hope that I'll have a bit more plan of what I'm going to do next. But this was fine for now. Sometimes what I do is like one step at a time. And that's enough when you don't have a full plan, and then ideas and the plan will come as you go. But sometimes you just gotta show up, because we've been planning this mural for a long time, and Sam keeps prodding me, how about the circus mural, how about the circus mural, when I'm like, I have commissions, I have work to do, you don't pay, this won't pay the bills and stuff. But I figured this will be the perfect thing to do during the stream, because I got a stream anyway, and
That looks really cool.
oh,
That's looking
thanks.
cool, yeah.
It's getting there. It's getting there. Everything will be more refined, and I'll add a lot more shadows and details and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's all right.
I'm actually pleased with the buildup of this painting, considering where I'm at right now. This is not bad.
Looks good. Looks good.
It's
Considering
looking okay.
Yeah.
Is that a good
Considering
point?
you got so distracted.
I've kind of been out of it, but it's workable, and all of it's still very wet because it's just this paint does not dry. It does not, like, the white doesn't dry, which is driving me crazy, actually. That's the one thing I don't like about this paint, is that the white itself, normally white in oil paint dries quick. It dries faster than the darks, but man, that's not the case here. Yeah, it's nuts. Absolutely nuts.
So is that the arsenic white? I mean the toxic
Yeah.
white.
Yeah, exactly. It's the lead white, Kremnitz.
The lead white.
Yep.
Why don't you use a different one? Is that really that much more brilliant than titanium?
It is. I could use
What makes it
titanium
so
for
much
it.
better?
So the reason why I don't like titanium is not because I'm not a fan of the titanium, because it's so potent, the stuff that I have. It will absorb all of my paint. So, for example, if I want to make something orange, I have to use almost twice the amount of orange. It just eats up all my color. And
Yeah, come here.
I feel like it's more expensive. But I like titanium white because it's whiter than my Kremnitz white is, and so that's good. Like, it would be good for me to use, like, up in here on the highlights and stuff if I really wanted to get a highlight on it, which I am. I'm kind of keeping this. My problem is with the photographs that I have, they're too washed out, which is why you go off real life. But anyway, I'm not, so I have to stop complaining about it. But, like, her chest, for example, is, like, very white and stuff. It'd be easy to make it too washed out, so I have to kind of bring it down some and then pluck the highlight out, which always is more desirable in my opinion. Anyway, kind of went off on a tangent there, I think. Which I always do.
I think I gotta go. I think I
Gotta
gotta
go?
take Spotted Boy out.
What time is
He
it?
needs to go out.
2:30. Okay, I'm gonna stream just a little bit longer, but thanks for streaming with me, Laura.
Oh, it was so much fun. Thank
That
you.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do this again. I'll do it whenever. But it's nice
Yeah.
because I feel like I get to watch yours more, like, because otherwise I have to like split my time. But if I'm doing this at the same time, I can watch yours and actually we can talk and chat. I think it's more fun too, and I enjoy this. So
At the same time.
yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Stand up.
All right.
For the
Oh,
camera.
look at that.
This is Stanley. The young old man. All right, I gotta go, guys. Thank you for hanging out. Let's see who's here. Thank you, Quelder and Clara and Rob. And if you're still here, Angel and Sam. And I'll see you guys next Friday, I think. Maybe next Friday. Bye.
Bye, Clara. I'm Laura.
Bye, Lewis.
I'll see ya. Well, that was fun. That was fun. Let's wait for a stream to go off there because I'm a little bit ahead audio-wise with everybody. That was a lot of fun.
Come here. Come here. Come here.
Oh, I still hear you too. I don't know if she can hear me. There we go. Let's get this off. Da, da. That's not it, is it? Is this it? Nope. This one? There it is. Is it wrong? Rob, there you are, buddy. All right, guys. That was fun, huh? How did y'all like that? Did y'all like having both of us on at the same time? I had a good time. I asked Laura this morning, I told her I was like, I want to stream at the same time, but I'm going to push everybody over, our regulars over to you. And she says, why don't we do like, double voice? I was like, dude, that's awesome. Why don't we do that? So we, yeah, each other's chats. I want to see if there's a way to combine that too. Yeah. I want to see if, because I agree, like if we can see both of our chats at the same time. I wonder if there is a way. I wonder if there is a way. I do not know. Because I like on, because I need to get a lot of work done and I love streaming. And I was thinking to myself, a lot of streamers, they'll be talking to each other as they're both streaming. I said, so why not? Because before I was like, well, I'm not going to stream Fridays because Laura streams and, I want to support her stream. But then I was thinking, we can do both. And it worked. So I really like this. And it's fun talking with her too and watching her stream. Michael Carson style piece. What do you have in mind? StreamYard would work, but I think only one channel would stream and the other would be a guest. Yeah, and I think too you need. I think you need a subscription for that. Hey Kim, new to oil painting. Any suggestions for oil brand must-have colors? Yeah. So let me ask you a question. What type of do you want to go like fine art, like this type of work right here? It's blocked in, but where do you want to go in your painting? Do you know, or are you just trying it? Because I would recommend, I mean, I would just get like cheap paint right now and just practice it. It doesn't need to be anything very expensive. It could be like Gamblin or Winsor & Newton, that type of stuff. If you want slightly better, I'm using the Blue Ridge Oil Company paint, which is very good. Well, it's not that expensive, but it's very good paint. I really like it. If you want a more expensive brand, Michael Harding's is what I prefer to use because that has very clean color. There's Williamsburg is very good paint, but if you're just first starting, I would recommend like Winsor & Newton, Gamblin, stuff like that. And the colors, when you tell me what type of stuff you want to paint, I'll tell you the colors you would need, whether it's landscape painting or if you want to go into figure work. On Dick Blick is fine. Yeah, Dick Blick has very good colors, and they're all like 1,000 colors, although I'm eyeing for the Winsor & Newton line. Yeah, Winsor & Newton's cheap. You don't need like really expensive colors. Incorporate the magenta well with this style. You're talking about Michael Carson? I'll have to look him up. If you're going for flesh tones, I would recommend starting with a limited palette, which means just limited colors so you get to know those colors, which is ivory black, Kremnitz white, yellow ochre, and try for English red. I'm using Indian red here, which is similar to English red. And I can help you out with all of that stuff. And Kim, also, we have a Discord here with all these guys, everybody in chat, and there's a lot of information and good questions, like good answers to this type of stuff. So I'm adding these in my cart: cadmium red, lemon yellow, ultramarine blue, titanium white. Well, what do you want to paint, Kim? What type of stuff are you going to paint? What are you going for? Before you order, what are you going for? Subject matter, like what do you want to paint? What do you want to learn to paint? Hey, thank you, Izzy. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Like Van Gogh or Monet. All right, and you want to do like figure work, like impressionistic style. Okay, good. All right. So yeah, if you're first starting for Monet, you could add a blue in there, ultramarine blue. Like I would keep it simple. I don't know about lemon yellow. I haven't used lemon yellow before. I'm doing fantastic, Izzy. I hope you are too. This is actually my first time with painting overall. Okay. So yeah, Kim. Let's see. So like Monet, but are you interested in like your like figure work, right? Is that what you want? Yeah, tell me about yourself, because like it is relevant to this. Because I could give you generic answers, but it might not apply to you depending on what you say. I want it to like work, right? This reflection. Landscape, you like landscape painting. Okay, lemon yellow could work. But yellow ochre would be, I think, better than lemon yellow. Because it's like lemon yellow might make things a little bit too tropical looking, maybe. Like I said, I haven't used lemon yellow, but I think that's a little bit more like higher chroma yellow, which you want something a little bit more muted. And yellow ochre is a good base because you can also, if you're talking about Monet, you know, like, you know, painting flesh tones and stuff, I think yellow ochre is better. For landscape painting, like Corot would do this, Corot, okay? But I think you could have, like, there's some landscape painters who replace white with what am I thinking? It's, what is it? It's yellow. What is it? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Naples yellow. You could go Naples yellow too, but I think like Naples yellow is better for like lighter areas, like in the trees and stuff and the leaves. But if landscape painting, I would recommend Kremnitz white over titanium white. Cadmium yellow, yes, would be good, but I think at first you want to keep it more limited. Cadmium yellow is very tropical. It's so good for skin tones. I used it a lot. Really? I'll have to try that. I haven't used it for the skin tones. Interesting. That's very fascinating. We were just starting out. You could even go monochrome just to practice the light and dark values at first. Yeah, that's why I was saying like when I go landscape painting, I definitely use cadmium yellow, but I'll use yellow ochre into it. But when you're first starting, I'm trying to remember what I did when I first started painting. Kim, when I first started painting, I learned from doing figures, and it was a limited palette that's ivory black, English red, yellow ochre, and Kremnitz white, which is lead white. Kremnitz white, in my opinion, is better than titanium because titanium tends to eat up all of the paint, and you'll have to put more like yellow ochre, more whatever color in to turn the paint. So it makes it a little bit more milky. Titanium, however, is very good for highlights and stuff, like, you know, lighter areas, in my opinion. You can make it work either way, but for the beginner, I wouldn't worry about that. I would go basic. Kremnitz white for the white. And then I think what I did, once I learned those colors, because you really have to force yourself to mix all the colors to learn those colors, you know, like you learn their limitations. You learn what you can get and what you can't, but you learn how to get as close as possible with it, which is invaluable. You want to learn. That's what I would do, is a limited palette. Then I introduced cadmium red or cadmium yellow into it with landscape painting, and I might have added ultramarine blue as well. Okay, but I don't know if I would go lemon yellow. And eventually I added Naples yellow some, but that I didn't really use that much. But that's just me. But if I'm learning, if I'm first starting, and you want to do landscapes, I think a relatively limited palette with addition of ultramarine blue and cadmium yellow. So if you're writing this down, we have Kremnitz white, cadmium yellow, yellow ochre, English red, which is perfect for landscapes. Did I say ultramarine blue? And then ivory black. So that's like 6 colors. All right? That's what I would do. Yeah. But the more chance you can keep it limited in your palette, the more you will learn. I would not worry about making the perfect landscape or getting those colors exactly. At first, I would focus more rather on learning how to mix everything, right, and pushing that mixture. That's what I would do. Yes, I do definitely recommend you mix the greens, and that's why I didn't add Viridian in, because Viridian is actually a great landscaping color, and a lot of painters use that, and I have some, but I would recommend learning how to mix your paint. I would recommend learning how to mix those colors at first, before you go through and get fancy with that stuff. And when you're mixing your greens, don't just mix yellow and black, which can make a green, or yellow and blue, which makes a green. Don't just do those. Always add a little bit of red in. Laura, that was fun. I agree. That was a lot of fun. Had a good time with that. There's a pretty cool thing I did in art class, which is making a complete art piece just with primary colors. Excellent. And so, what did you make? I'm curious about this. Actually, going to experiment with something. This might not work. See, my photograph's a little bit washed out in the lighter areas, so I'm going to try to darken something, but it might look. I'm going to try darkening this just a little bit to see how it looks, but this might look over modeled a little bit. I just need to give it a little bit more form. This is too dark right here, but maybe if it's washed out a little bit here, just a little bit. Bring that down some. That is okay. That kind of works. Then a couple more. Yeah, you should join the Discord group. It's a good group, and keep you updated with the streams. And everybody has it's pretty well organized too. It's a very good group. What's the CMY palette? What am I missing? That's great artists. The Discord are very helpful. I did a fish. But I don't even have that art piece anymore, but a very cool, nice, excellent. I'm sure you learned a lot from that too, because when you have to limit yourself, you have to start being creative with everything. Rob, stop putting yourself down. I don't need these headphones anymore. Give me a second. Do something really quick. I'm gonna switch these up. You're gonna lose music just for a second. There we go, that's better. Oh, I take this out. Actually, I think y'all can hear it. Do something here. This. Wait a second. I might have to adjust this. Give me a sec. Turn that down because this is going to get louder. Okay, that's better. I think we're good. Wireless go. Okay, yeah. You should still be able to hear me okay. Is cadmium red really necessary? No, it is not necessary. English red. I was saying cadmium yellow for if you want to do landscapes. Cadmium yellow can help, but you don't need cadmium yellow. For landscapes, you can get away with black, red, ivory black, English red, yellow ochre, and Kremnitz white. That's all you need for landscapes. That's what I recommend. But if you want to get like a little bit deeper, richer, or more green greens, you can, look, let me show you something. Here, I'll do a little demonstration for you. You ready? Let's do that. We've been working on this portrait for a second. Let me put my palette up and I'll do a little mixture for you, okay? This will be fun. Because, you know, it's hard for you to visualize this stuff. You know, I'm articulating this. By the way, if the mic goes out, guys, I will put my headset back on, and because the mic's running on low, so just immediately if it goes out, just let me know. But I'm not going to be streaming too much longer. I'm going to take this down, and we'll put it back up in a second, but I'm going to take a little break from this. And I'm going to put my palette up and I'll do some mixtures and I'll show you what I mean. This will be a nice little lesson. It's fun. Enjoy this. A second. Take this off because that's going to run if I do this. There's this. And I'm going to adjust the camera and everything, so just be patient. All right, so this is the palette. And I'm going to take this off here. Let's take this one off. This over, and then let's see, I will take this and just do that for now, and maybe, let's see, where could we demonstrate this? Let's demonstrate it up top here where there's some light still. We'll do that. Okay, that should be okay. We'll get this done. All right, and just to have a little bit of fun with it, just to keep this a little bit lively, let's do this. Whoops. See this? Wah, wah, and that's my phone. Can't do that right now, buddy. All right, give me a second. Free art tips, yeah. Well, hey, this is my studio work, Izzy. This is what I do, and I'm streaming, and these are my normal projects and my commissions I'll be streaming too, and that's why I do this, is so that It's not a course or anything. This is just, I guess, free tips. This is what I do. I enjoy it. It keeps me on you know, in my game and stuff. And, whoops. I've grown up. Kind of one of these introductory sets because some colors might not get used. Yeah, avoid those sets, Kim. I'll help you out. And everybody in our Discord can help you too. Like, this is the stuff we do. Okay. All right. So let me show you what I'm talking about. The colors that we have that I'm working with. If you want to get a green, I'll work with limited palette. Limited palette essentially is going to be, let's see, okay, we're going to have black, right? I'm just going to place these here, but I'm going to mix from some other place. We have, now this is Indian red, okay? This is Indian red, but English red is very similar, okay? It's very similar, in my opinion. We have, obviously, here, I'll just leave this here because y'all can already see this. There's the yellow ochre, and then this is the white, okay? So essentially, we have black, red, yellow, and white. And this orange is mixed between these two. I actually have a green mixed. And so if you want to mix green, for example, with the limited palette, you know, we use black and we use yellow, okay? And we're mixing, and this is kind of a slightly darker green, okay? I want to mix a lighter green, all right? Something like that, okay? Now you might be thinking, oh, but these, like, they're still kind of like, these are still greens. This is like, you know, in nature you'll have this, okay? And so this is how you mix the greens. And then after a while, you can start adding a little bit of white to it. Do you see what I'm doing here? Touch it up with this, make it a little bit more vibrant. Do you see what we're doing? And so we're getting our gradients. And how you can make something look more green than it actually is, because let me show you something. You can simply offset it with, all right, so give me a second. I want y'all to look at this. Okay, so we have this. And if you want, yeah, this is like Zorn palette, exactly. Exactly, Kim, that's where I'm going. So this is green. How do you make this look more green? Watch what this does. You watching? Wait, let me do this. I'm going to actually zoom this in, okay? So you can actually really see this. You're going to lose the picture for a second, but it'll come back. Give me a second because I need to move this forward. All right? I think a lot of you guys know where I'm going with this, but this is really cool when you pull this off. Okay, I got it here. Let me just adjust this. The main picture is going to come back up in a second. Let me show you this. This is really sweet. Like, this is so awesome. Okay, go in, focus. And then, okay, there it's focused, I think. Yeah, that's pretty focused. Set. Okay, we got that. And then I'm actually going to get it over this way so y'all can't see the... Okay, this... Oh, perfect. Okay. Give me a second. Here, and then I have to do... Give me a sec. Okay. So again, in painting, it's not just about, oh, how green I can mix it on my palette. That's not it. It's about creating illusions, okay? All right, so this looks green, But watch how green it looks now when I do this. Now it really looks green, doesn't it? Do you see what I'm saying? So, if you want to have, this is perfect for landscape painting. That's all you need. You don't need cadmium. This is a limited palette because you're learning to push the colors. Granted, in landscape, you don't always need to make such a strong, contrasting red, right? You don't need that. You just might need, and I'm going in with the black, and I'm going to mix it with this red underneath. Let's make it a little bit darker. There we go. And we're taking that red and we're warming this up some. So we're doing, it'll make it a little bit more neutral, but it's going to be a warmer green. Let's lighten it up some, just a little bit. Doesn't take much. Okay. And then let's add a little bit more red into it, heat it up, because nature always has some red. So you can have these colors, these warms, a warmer green to play off a cooler green. So that's how you can do it. So you can create illusion in paint, right? Izzy, I'll see ya. Or wait, no, that's Hammy. Izzy's staying. Hammy, I'll see ya. Thanks for being here, Hammy. We'll see you soon. Okay, so you have this. Now, you work with this, and this is what you can do. Like you can really get a lot of colors. Now, if I introduce, for example, this is ultramarine blue, and then cadmium. Let me get a little cadmium off of my palette. I'll get a little. That's roses. This is mine. Take this. Okay. See, I don't even have it on my palette. This is cadmium yellow. You'll find different brands do different things, but we just have a little bit. I'm going to take... This always happens. Okay. Doesn't take much. Look at this green. This is insane. Look at this. Wait. Son of a bitch! No! No! Oh, it's on the floor! Ta-da! Fuck! That's actually really funny. Oh my gosh. Guys. This is actually amazing how it landed. Okay, look. My point was going to be, I was about to make a green that made the green that I previously made look very warm. My point is, you create contrasting colors that make an illusion in paint. Having said that, let me show you the aftermath of what happened, and then I am indeed going to end this stream and clean up. Oh, man. It's very unfortunate. That, I have to say, that's the first time this has happened, that I have dropped this. In 15 years of being in this studio, that's the first time I've dropped my palette. And I have it on tape. Look what I did. Give me a second. Look at this. Look what happened. It landed flat down. It's flat on the ground. But look at what the colors did. And one even went on the easel. Like, Clara should appreciate this. Look. See? Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Okay, wait. This is going to be interesting. Now, I am going to pick this up. I'll have this on stream here. I hope you guys appreciate what I go through with you. And notice how I'm not freaking out. You got to roll with the punches here. There are worse things. I will clean. It's not a big deal. Yeah, you witnessed history, Kim. There we go. During your explanation, by the way, which I'm not blaming you. I enjoy doing all this stuff. Let me show you. Okay, I need to get under this, guys. 1 second. I'm going to block the camera for a second. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am under. Let's see what it's done. Son of a bitch. I am scared to look. That's not as bad as I thought, honestly. That is not as bad as I thought. There's probably just hair in the color and stuff there, but that's not that bad. This is totally cleanable. Maybe I should just continue the demonstration here. Guys, I think I'm done. I think I am done. I'll get that in a second. I'm not going out. Actually, no, I'm going to get that here. I'm going to climb out. It's here. Let's go around. Oh. All right. Do we have any questions? Do you have any questions? Or the Masked Hatter, paint the carpet exactly, right? Well, guys, I think that's probably all I have. It is a miracle it never happened before. Let me see. Extract. Maybe I just leave the paint on the floor. Oil paint is not easy to clean up. Yeah, it's a little bit. That's going to be a little bit of a pain. I essentially will get a bucket of soap and water and just scrub the floor with it. I'll get it up with the palette knife, as much paint as I can, and then I'll just scrub the paint. It's not a big deal. It'll take me maybe 15 minutes. Yeah. Well, I mean, well, I have to scrub it. I have a cloth. I have a bunch of cloths in here that, like rags, soak them. I'll use some Irish Spring soap, and that will take it right off. But guys, let me put this up here really quick. Give me a second. All right. Well, anyway, look, and Kim and Izzy, you guys, and whoever else, we do have a Discord, and I'm going live quite a bit these days, going strong after Christmas. So I'll be streaming my work, hopefully not dropping any more pallets, and also be doing YouTube videos, which will be extremely helpful. So if you do join the Discord especially, I'm going to be doing a roast of people's art. That's what we're going to do. So like there's a section, Burn My Ass to the Ground. You post it there, say you want it roasted, and I'll do an artist roast of this stuff and just tear people apart. Like literally, I don't hold back. And it's extremely educational. But guys, so thank you so much for being here. And yeah, if... Excellent, you're already there. Sweet, good stuff, good stuff. Just lay a paper towel down on the spot. Just cover it up and walk away. That's what I should do. Paint the carpet. Yeah. It's all very good information. Guys, thank you so much. Y'all have a nice weekend, all right? And I will be on quite a bit next week. Guys, take care.